and watch the step cook.
You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17th curve.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I'm going to let you know that this video was brought to you by Print Champs. Big Print Champs in the building, man, bringing you everything. Your hurt season hats, your ski mask Howie tees, the hem collection that just recently dropped, man, is jumping out the gym right now. Make sure you grab your hem collection, which features the purple hurt season hats with the purple money is nice, but championships a better shirt is going down. Big Print Champs for the win. Make sure you tap in. The link will be in the description for that. Also, in my last live stream, I've announced the winners for the Gold D giveaway. Those guys will be coming to the week 1 game with me against the Minnesota Vikings. Hat 114 and hat 214. Those are the winners respectively. I want to thank everybody for participating. Whoever has those hats, please step forward. Let me know if you can attend the game or not. I'm gonna be definitely grabbing the tickets for you guys to come to the game. You can hang out with me for the day, tailgate, all that stuff. Shout out to y'all though, man. Let's get into it. So I believe the Philadelphia Eagles, after further review of looking at the schedule, I believe the Philadelphia Eagles will repeat as NFC East champions and win no more than 12 games, or no less than 12 games, based upon 3 things, you know what I mean, and the schedule being one of them. So here are my top 3 reasons, why the Philadelphia Eagles will win at least 12 games and repeat as NFC East champions. Number 1, the schedule. The schedule is a reason, in no order. We're going to start with the schedule. As crazy as that sounds, a lot of people have been saying we have the toughest schedule in the National Football League, but you got to realize, a small part of that, the reason why they're determined to be that, because we played the NFC East. It was the best division in football last year. 3 teams from our division went to the playoffs. The Giants won a playoff game. The Dallas Cowboys won a playoff game. And as you all know, the Philadelphia Eagles won the NFC. So with that being said, nobody's scared of the Giants. That's 2 games on the schedule. Nobody's scared of the Dallas Cowboys. That's another 2 games on the schedule. They're a big reason why a lot of people want to say we have a really, really tough schedule. And look at the first 9 weeks of football. The first 9 weeks of football for the Philadelphia Eagles for this upcoming season doesn't have a lot of threatening quarterbacks on it. You got 1 game against the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, who will be going to a new team. It's not a lot of threat there, man. In the first, it really doesn't start getting, interesting for the Philadelphia Eagles opponent-wise, in my opinion, until after week 10. That's after our bye week. So the Philadelphia Eagles could very much well start 7-2, 8-1, or 9-0. 6-3 at the worst. It's in the realm of possibilities for the Philadelphia Eagles to do those based upon our schedule, our roster, and our opponents. Simple as that. Number 2, our offensive and defensive coordinator. I believe that Brian Johnson becoming the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles, a guy who's known Jalen Hurts since the age of 4, a guy who was his quarterback coach last year, I believe that's going to be monumental for the growth and development of our franchise quarterback. It's going to be monumental. So Brian Johnson, having the patience with Jalen Hurts, already knowing what makes Jalen Hurts tick, is going to be huge. He probably should have been the offensive coordinator last year, but Shane Steichen did a decent job. But I believe Jalen Hurts was the reason why Shane Steichen got his head coaching position in Indianapolis. A lot of plays, and we're going to get into that, are, a lot of plays Jalen Hurts is responsible for saving the skin of a bad play call or a bad play design. It's as simple as that. So I think Brian Johnson and I also think Sean Desai are going to bring a different edge. And you heard what Sean Desai said in his press conference. He wants this defense to embody what it is to be a Philadelphian. And the Philadelphians can overcome anything. You're talking to a Philadelphian. If this defense is going to come out here with a Philadelphia attitude, then I don't see nobody standing in our way, especially for the first 9 weeks of the season. I tell you what, man, we got to stretch after week 10. I believe it starts with the Chiefs, then it goes to the Bills, then the 49ers, then the Seahawks, then Dallas. Some of them about to get crunched. some of them about to get crunched. I'm not saying we coming out of that schedule unscathed, but by week 10 after the bye, this defense will be hungry, acclimated, and ready for war. So I think the bye is at a pretty good position. So, my number top 2 reason would be our coordinators. You know what I mean? You can't get any worse than Jonathan Gannon and Sean Desai's case. You know what I mean? Sean Desai has everything at his disposal. So does Brian Johnson. He's familiar with everything that's already in-house. You know what I mean? And Howie Roseman made sure he got both of those guys pieces that they needed to succeed so this team could remain, you know what I mean, a great football team on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. The third reason is simply Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? I mean no disrespect to other teams who haven't found their franchise quarterback, but he is him. You know what I mean? He stepped on the scene last year. He's shown what he had in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And I think the passion that burns inside Jalen Hurts to win and to want to be better every time he comes out, you know what I mean? I think that's going to shine through this season. You know what I mean? You're talking about a guy who's going to continue to get better. You know what I mean? You're talking about a guy who is just a prototype, you know what I'm saying, and what teams are looking for in terms of building from the ground up with a dual threat quarterback. Jalen Hurts is years beyond, you know what I mean. The wisdom is just that of an 11-year vet at the position. Men want to follow him, you know what I mean, and it's as simple as that, you know what I mean. But 3.5 would be the health of this roster. If the roster continues to stay healthy, then I don't think that there's nobody that's going to be able to stop us or nobody that's going to be able to stand in our way. So those are my top 3 reasons why I believe the Philadelphia Eagles will finish with at least 12 wins and repeat as NFC East champions. We were the last team to do it. Over 10 years ago, there hasn't been a repeat NFC East champion. I think that trend breaks this year. This roster is too good. You know what I mean? This roster is fighting for something still with being this good. We're not okay with being contenders. This roster is looking to win a championship. And, winning the division is something that is just routine and it's going to happen for the Philadelphia Eagles. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Those are my top 3 reasons. Make sure you tap in. Also, I want to let you guys know that, new music is on the way. I'm steadily recording. You know what I mean? I want to make sure you guys enjoy this one. This is going to be my best musical project that I ever released. I'm taking my time with this one. You know what I mean? I took my time with Patient Zero, but people will get better. I feel like I got better in my craft as far as writing music and recording music. And I think you guys are really going to love this upcoming project. So stay tuned, man.